Thank you and goodbye. Parting words from the News of the World, which closed down almost 14 years ago now, after accusations that its journalists were hacking phones came to light. Victims included the murdered schoolgirl Millie Dowler.
This is the most humble day of my life.
Rupert Murdoch, the paper's proprietor, was publicly shamed and even attacked in Parliament. Journalists were jailed, although Rebekah Brooks, who edited the paper from 2000 to 2003 and then The Sun until 2009, was cleared. She is now chief executive of the parent company, News UK. A public inquiry known as Leveson also followed, and Murdoch's companies have since paid out £1 billion to settle claims. The News of the World fell on its sword, but today The Sun was in the spotlight. NGN, publisher of both papers, apologised to Prince Harry and for the first time admitted that illegality took place under The Sun's name. But it refused to implicate its own journalists, instead blaming private investigators contracted by the paper. An apology, but Prince Harry didn't get his day in court, meaning his previous claims that there was a corporate cover-up at NGN will go untested. Nevertheless, he will consider the company's admission of illegal activity connected to The Sun, as well as the News of the World, significant. Campaigners say this is another turn in a story that has some way still to run.
We've no idea who committed those unlawful acts, who was responsible, who were the senior people who signed it off, if any, and all of these issues do need to be properly investigated. And to get to the bottom of this, we're going to need either a police investigation or the second stage of the Leveson inquiry.
Among those now under scrutiny over previous statements, Rebekah Brooks.
I can say absolutely that the Sun is a very clean ship, a great newsroom.
But News UK continues to deny many of the accusations against the paper. There are strong controls and processes in place at all our titles today to ensure this cannot happen now. There was no voicemail interception on The Sun. It must also be stressed that allegations that were being made publicly pre-trial and indeed post-settlement that News International destroyed evidence in 2010-11 would have been the subject of significant challenge at trial. These allegations were and continue to be strongly denied.
I think both sides would claim they've won. I think Prince Harry can be pleased that he's got this full and unequivocal apology. On the other hand, I think the publishers themselves, news groups, can be pleased that they haven't had to go to court, they haven't had to see their witnesses giving evidence.
This may herald the end of years of expensive court action. But for NGN and the wider tabloid press, there could be more uncomfortable headlines to come. Gurpreet Narwan, Sky News.